Okay, hi everybody. I'm live. I hope you can hear me good. I'm not using my microphone today for technical reasons. So I hope you can hear me good, okay? I'm going to be doing a Capricorn full reading today. So if you guys aren't familiar with my channel, once a month I do all the signs and then I do the extendeds in my subscription. And if you're interested in seeing all of my extendeds, you can always go there to my jks1111.com website and purchase your month subscription to all the zodiac signs. My extendeds are normally more than 30 minutes, so typical extendeds are a few minutes long. Mine are full readings. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and get in there. Capricorn's going to be really interesting for everybody. Everybody has every sign in your chart, so don't hit me with that. I don't have any Capricorn. Everybody has something like that in their chart. Everybody has all 12 signs. Some of them just don't have planets. Sometimes you have Capricorn in the first house, second house, eighth house, ninth house, whatever, and you don't have any planets there. It doesn't mean Capricorn doesn't affect you. It does. And to be honest, right now, I feel like Capricorn's going to affect everybody because Saturn is now just into Capricorn. So right now, karma's going to be really hitting home for especially Capricorns. But think about your midhaven, your 10th house. Saturn and Capricorn are home in the 10th house. So if you're an Aries ascendant, Aries rising, this is going to hit you with your career and your financials. If you have Capricorn in your chart somewhere, it's also going to hit you with your career and financials, but look at the houses of where it's at. What house is your career and financials in? That's going to be something of topic. Also, Capricorn represents father. Now, I don't want to touch a touchy subject about Kobe Bryant, and I am deeply saddened and have cried myself for this loss. And I myself lost my grandfather this year, my mother-in-law this year, and so I've been through some losses. But I did speak about Ketu being in Sagittarius and how that affected grandfathers and fathers, and how Saturn that was in Sagittarius, this is all Vedic, not tropical. Saturn was in Sagittarius, it was affecting fathers and grandfathers. And with Ketu there in Saturn, there's a lot of unexpected deaths. So we did touch on that. This whole 2019, we touched on that. It hit a lot of people at home. And now I have to touch on it again with Kobe Bryant. Just astrologically speaking, Saturn just went into Capricorn in January, and he was wealthy, which is the 10th house, career. I don't know if he had Capricorn in his chart, but I feel he did. He must have. He was so successful. He was very creative, but he was also a father. And I see that Saturn went into Capricorn and how it affected that karmically with death, life, with the father. So I don't know how that's going to affect everyone, but I do know as soon as Saturn hit into Capricorn, whatever house it's in, it will affect you all differently. Let's just say example, and I don't know his chart, but let's just say Kobe had Capricorn in the 8th house. As soon as Saturn hit the 8th house, that can bring a death, is the house of death and transformation. Or let's say Capricorn was in his 12th house. And when Saturn hit, boom, that enters into hospitals, injuries, and death also. The last house for the zodiac. So I'm just using that as an example. I don't know what was in his chart, but astrologically speaking, you could see how some of these things can hit you at home. I'm not saying everyone's going to die that has that in their chart. I'm just saying there's a lot of factors. But this is how it affects. Saturn is very serious. Saturn is old, serious, karmic. And I don't mean karmic as in a karmic partner. I mean karmic as in whatever karma you have, it's affected. You're going to want to look 4 houses away from Saturn, and you'll see where your karma is being held. It's just astrologically. I'm not trying to confuse everybody, but if you have your chart, look 4 houses from Saturn. Please count the house Saturn is in as one house. Don't skip. Saturn is one house. then the other, then the other, then the other. That's where your karma will be stored. That means Saturn is aspecting that 4th house also. So Saturn is prominent today, right now, because he's there at home in Capricorn. This also has to do with your career. On a high note, your career could really step up the year 2020. You could be making a lot of financial increases. You could be bringing home hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $100,000. Saturn wants to give gifts in his own house. Saturn wants to deliver good news, good messages, gifts. Saturn doesn't just want to be malefic. And I don't think Saturn is malefic. I know a lot of astrologers think Saturn is malefic because, you know, he's basically the Grim Reaper and Father Time, you know. So he's basically Satan, you know. He's death and taxes, you know. He's Satan, and that's how they see Saturn. But he also brings good things. He brings a harvest when it's been worked very hard for. So if you've been working really hard and you're finally expecting that reward, expect it now with harvest, or with Saturn in Capricorn. Expect it. Okay? Yeah, Darth, you're right. To Greeks, he was. And that's why I mentioned that. He was. He's Kronos. He is Set, you know, he's Satan. He's the underlord. He is Zeus's brother who rules the underworld. So, I mean, Saturn's not looked at too fondly, you know, but in order to have rebirth, you must have Saturn. In order to have any karmic reward, you must have Saturn. You must have Saturn to gain anything in this world. A lot of people view Jupiter as wealth and abundance, good gifts, you know, teachings of the father and the spouse and enlightenment. But Saturn is also the bringer of wealth. And many people don't see Saturn as the bringer of wealth. He is. He is. And the only reason people are successful is thanks to Saturn. Why? Why are people successful? Oh, the midhaven. You've all seen that in your tropical chart. MC, midhaven, your 10th house. Why? Because Saturn is there in the 10th house. He rules Capricorn. He oversees the overlord of the 10th house. He always oversees what you will be given. And the 10th house represents what you will be given in this life. What will you be given? What is your purpose? What is your career? What is your path? What is your difficulties? And look at the sea goat, because Saturn is, you know, ruling Capricorn. Capricorn is the sea goat. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, the Hades. That's right. And so the sea goat is adaptable, because the sea goat can be going from land to water and water to land. He's very adaptable. He can sink. Nope. I'm sorry. I was going to say, can he sink? Not he's going to sink. Can he sink or swim? He can swim. Can he climb mountains? Yep, he can climb mountains. He can overcome any obstacle. He can go to the depths of the deepest emotions and feelings, and he can go rise to the highest of mountains and reach the stars. So Capricorn is such a beautiful energy. I love Capricorn. If you know a Capricorn, high five. If you are a Capricorn, awesome. If you love a Capricorn, hello, you're very lucky. Capricorns are loyal, dedicated, and strong. Capricorns believe heavily in marriage. Why? Because they look at the 4th house. They look at Cancerian. They look at the mother of the zodiac. That's why you have mother, father. Mother is the left hand, father is the right hand. In a Vedic chart, you can see that Cancer's on the left and that little diamond area, and Capricorn's right across on the right hand diamond energy, and they're looking right at each other. Hello, hello. And they help each other sustain life. The mother brings life, and Capricorn sustains it. Look at it this way. Cancerian is Empress, and Capricorn is Emperor. They bring life. The mother brings in dreams and imagination and feelings and emotions, and she takes care of the home. She beautifies it, which is what Cancerians do. They beautify their little nest, their home. They serve the people there in their home. And Capricorn, father, he is serving the home. He works hard to bring that money in, to create stability for the home. He works hard at bringing knowledge, wisdom, from high peaks, from high places, and distributing it to his family. and to his lover. And so Capricorn is a teacher, a guru, a sustainer, and also kind of supernatural. I mean, a sea goat? That's very mystical. Capricorn people are mysterious. You don't quite understand them, but you appreciate them. Capricorn is very financially independent. Capricorns don't like to work with others. They are generally the leaders, or they are generally boss, employers, entrepreneurs, inventors. And if they aren't all of those things, they are leaders in what they do. They are like astronauts. They may work for NASA, but they're off in space by themselves or with a very few amount of people. That's Capricorn. They're distant. They don't fit the mold. The emperor doesn't fit the mold. He is the head honcho. And so, Capricorn is like that. Capricorn's also sensitive. They're, believe it or not, very empathic. Capricorns can look at someone and feel what they feel to the very depths of their heart when they love you, when they let you in, because Capricorns are also guarded. So when a Capricorn lets you in the fold, in their home, in their heart, they will love you like a Cancerian. They will open up and feel what you feel and always support you. A Capricorn will always have your back. They will never falter. If they have dedicated themselves to you, promised themselves to you, pledged their life to you, whether it's career, family, health, or home, they will see it through. So Capricorn's dependable and hardworking. Hardworking. They have no problem with hard labor. They have no problem with long hours. They have no problem with creating wealth. In fact, they focus on it. And I'm not saying all Capricorns are materialistic, although some are, especially if they have Venus there in their Capricorn sign. Oh yes, they are materialistic, but most of the time Capricorn is interested in making gold and making money because they want to provide, like the emperor, for their empire, for their children, for their spouses, for their parents and grandparents, for their employees. They want to provide a safe haven, a safe space, and something like that. Anyways, so that's Capricorn. Okay, we're going to go ahead and dive into the divine masculine energy for Capricorn, and then we'll do a divine feminine energy, and we will also dive into single Capricorn. So hopefully you guys can get some answers tonight. Okay, and if you guys have missed me, I'm so sorry. I've had a family emergency and I was gone for like 3 days almost. I'm very sorry about that. Family emergencies arise. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going on. Also, if you've ordered an emergency reading and you can't open your link, can you re-email me? I'm going to send you a different link through Venmo, okay? Or, I'm sorry, Vimeo. Because I think that YouTube link was faulty this past week. So just let me know. Whoops. Okay. So the first energy we got for the divine masculine Capricorn is, oh, thank you so much, Elizabeth Acosta. Hi, love. The first card out for Capricorn is cold. You're dealing with an air sign most likely, but the DM could be coming off as cold, or you're dealing with a cold person. You feel they're harsh, they're not sensitive, they're not seeing your point of view, and they're not open to your kind of energy. This is a very closed off energy. Let me put that down. Okay. Those persons closed off with you. Interesting. They're robotic and closed off. Wow, DM. So look at that. Totally not open-minded at all. Excuse me for saying, oh, disillusioned. So now they're just like in some alter reality. They're not even being nice, DM. Or maybe you're the one who's not being nice. Remember, all readings are reversible. They can go either way. Okay? I could be picking up on your lover, or I could be picking up on you, Capricorn. It just depends on how you want to view this. So they don't see the truth in this. Someone's fixated and obsessed. Good Lord Jesus. Someone could be obsessed with you, Capricorn, or you're obsessed with somebody else. We have secondary. There could be a third-party situation here. But someone feels like they are not the apple of your eye, or you feel you are not the apple of their eye. Like, nope, I'm just nobody to this person. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. Maybe you've been trying since Halloween. Or just say the fall. Someone's been trying since the fall. Oh, that makes sense. There was a fall to the relationship. And someone here's been turned off, cold and unrealistic. And this person feels very unimportant, very shafted, like you just threw out yesterday's trash. Someone's like, I am yesterday's trash, Steph. My DM Cappy did this to me, or Cappy DM, your person did this to you, like you are nothing to them, and yet you were working so hard for the relationship. You did everything, or they did everything. I mean, they prayed, they fasted, they did candle magic, they did rituals, they drank certain elixirs, they may have gotten into some very toxic energies, they cried, they tried, they prayed, they did everything, right? They're like, oh, I'm so fixated, I was so focused on fixing this, but yet to no avail. To no avail, because there's some kind of illusion. You think you know what's going on, but you don't. There is a lack of understanding, a lack of seeing the truth, a lack of being open-minded. It's just turned off, completely like a robot. Just doing what needs to be done because it needs to be done, which makes someone very cold. I am hearing the sign Aquarius. These two both look like Aquarius to me. You could be dealing with an Aquarius Capricorn, or maybe you're an Aquarius Capricorn cusper in tropical and Vedic, or even in tropical, I don't care. But that could be going on. You're like really close, right between them. But I'll tell you one thing. We're going to get to the bottom of what the heck happened. Let's go ahead and pull. Oh, real quick, I hate to interrupt. But real quick, and I'll give me a second here. Remember, guys, I told you my rose, my pink rose oracles were stressing me the hell out because that company is still giving me a runaround. I'll show you all the emails. They're still giving me the runaround. They're not answering direct questions. I swear they can't speak English. I don't know. Anyways, God knows when they're going to get back to me to fix the gilding. So I went to the store to get gilding myself, like I told you guys I would. Now, it's hard as hell. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. It's hard as hell. It took me 2 times, but I figured it out. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I put silver. I tested it on this one, and I put it on here myself. It's still a little sticky, but I figured out how to gild the cards myself. The only ticker is it takes a lot of time to dry. So this has been drying for 24 hours, and it's still, like, stuck. And so I'm going to have to pry each of these cards out by themselves, but there's a little bit of glue. I have to go over each card with like some alcohol and clean any glue residue around the card, but I figured it out myself, and that is awesome. So for this particular order, for everyone that did order, I'm going to go ahead and gild these myself. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg, but I'm going to do it. And so it worked out, you know, beautifully for me. So I was able to get that deck done, and look at the gilding. It's so pretty. I ended up, you know, it's not going to stay forever. The kind of gilding I found, it's just not going to stay forever. It rubs off, you know, it rubs off. I can already tell just by peeling it because of the glue. There was some little, you know, it's a lot like the Romance Angels. I don't know if you guys have gotten the Romance Angels, but that kind of gilding lasts only so long, and that's kind of what it is. Nail polish, that's a good idea. So I will try nail polish. I'm going to keep experimenting, but so far it's very pretty. This is not so great because if I was to scratch it, it would peel off a little bit, but it seems to hold pretty well if I let it dry for a long period of time. So I just wanted to show you guys. Yeah, it's pretty stuck. So maybe I put too much glue, you know? Maybe I just really glued the hell out of it and I shouldn't have. But it seems to be working fine. And so I got silver and gold and transparent, or I'm sorry, not transparent, translucent, which is like rainbow gilding. So I'm gonna kind of mix it up and see what kind of gildings I can give you guys. But this is silver. It looks pretty. I might just do gold because I have gold lettering there, but I don't have to. But you guys let me know in the comments if you liked the silver or the gold, okay? Maybe I'll just do half and half. But it will be gilded, so I'm just gonna do it myself. Screw the hell out of them. And you guys will have your gilding decks that will be sent out in February. Yay! Okay, enough interruption. I just wanted you guys to know the good news. All right, so I finally figured that out. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. This took me like 2 hours. I was watching The Ranch with Ashton Kutcher, and I'm sitting here painting this shit and putting it on, and I used like 3 sheets just for one deck, and I'm like, damn it, I can't waste sheets like that. But then I realized I have to put it on thick, let it dry, and then brush it off whatever little flakes are left over. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So if you guys don't mind, your decks will be opened, gilded by me, taken apart, cleaned with alcohol just so they're clean, and then re-bundled up in their little bag with your little gemstones. So they're, you know, they're clean and they're nice. But that's what I had to do, guys. So each deck will be personally blessed by me. Okay, let's just move on. What the hell's going on with your person? I'm gonna get a Wisdom Dogs Oracle. Actually, screw that. No, I'm going to do Karma. Karma Angels. You know why? Because Saturn's karma. Okay, Saturn is karma. Okay. Yeah, whenever you guys can't figure some shit out with the company, do this shit yourself. And if you guys are interested in gilding any of your other decks that are not gilded, for instance, this gilded Golden Tarot, well, it's not gilded, but the Golden Tarot, wouldn't it be nice if we had gold on the side of the tarot? They don't even make it like that. So you can just purchase, it's called gold leaf paper or metallic leaf, gold, silver leaf paper, and glue it and put that shit on there yourself. You know, it takes a little bit of time. You guys will see how time consuming it is. And how painstakingly whatever it is, but I think it's worth it. And if you guys are, you know, if you guys want to do your decks, I recommend it. There's also a pen. It's like a marker, and it's like gold, and you just kind of rub the gold marker around the sides, and it works really well. I like that too, but I noticed the gold leaked into the cards, so you'd have to have some kind of a press where it pinches it really tight so it wouldn't bleed in, and I don't have anything like that, so, but that's another quicker option. It dries faster. Oh, you think I should hold them accountable? I know, guys, I've tried. I've been trying since October to get a hold of them, and they just don't read what the fuck I'm saying. Excuse my French, but they don't. I say, can you please get your web developer and edit my cards so they can be gilded? And they're like, oh, just go into the payment and go ahead and put it in your cart. I'm like, you're not answering my question. And so then I have to email them again and again and again. And I'll show you guys. I have like 50 emails back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then I finally say, you're not answering my question. Can you please put gilding on the damn cards? And they're like, not answering. So I'm like, geez, these people just don't speak English. I think they're from China. I think they have an automated, like, you know, translation in their website where they translate something and they're not fully comprehending what's happening. They're just answering in quick little responses in English, and they don't answer my fucking questions. So it is based out of China, the printing. So I don't know. I think there's a company in San Francisco that gets paid for their cards in America. They get a lot of money. I've given them like $6,000 for my printing. They get a lot of money. And then they send off the order to China to get it done cheaply. So they get a big cut, right? And they're sending it off over there for probably $2 a deck. And then they ship back the cards and then ship it to me. And I think that's how that company works, because they have a phone number, but they never answer. And if you give them your phone number, they never call you back. Believe me, I've been working with them for like 2 years. They don't call you back. So you're really just stuck in email with bad translation. And so there's just, there's no hope. You're on your own. You better know how to navigate that site to a T, make no mistakes, or you're screwed. And that's makeplayingcards.com. So if you're working with that company, understand that's what the hell's going on. Anyways, I'm going to move on. I'm so sorry about that, Capricorn. Let's see what is going on with the divine masculine energy as far as karma. What's happening with the DM with karma? What's happening karmically with the DM Capricorn? Whew. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okay. All right. Big cap here, sunshine. All right. Okay, so we have Shavakian, who looks a lot like Temperance or some kind of Aquarius. This is an Aquarius sign as well. He has the vessel and he's pouring water out unto the people. He's giving them nourishment and healing, like this star card, the Aquarius. Again, we could have an Aquarius Cappy cusper, or you just have a lot in common with your Aquarius neighbor. But I feel like what's being given unto you is blessings, because the 11th house is the house of luck. And it's the house of blessings financially. It's the house of whether you're a star or not. If you have Rahu in the 11th house, oh my God, you could be famous, very, very famous, or very, very rich. So there's a lot of financial wealth and blessings. I think that this is a beautiful blessing. I just feel like financially it's just, whew, yes. Your karma coming in, DM, is looking great. I do see the number 29. Now, I feel like this is an important number for you. Maybe your birthday's on the 29th. Maybe you're 29 years old. Maybe you've been doing something for 29 years. I don't know, but I feel there is something with the number 29. Also, it adds to the number 11, which is a divine number, an angelic number. So that's just gorgeous. Let's go ahead and read what this is for your karma. Maybe your birthday's the 11th. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, let's just see what's going on here. 29. Where is it? Okay, Shavakam, rallying, rallying reconciliation. This angel brings peace and inner unity and asks us to reconcile ourselves to others' opinions. We should find the middle way at this time, and many angels have a corresponding verse in the Bible, which can be recited if you wish to draw the angel closer to you. In the case of Shavakian, it is Psalms, get this, 11:6, so 116, 1. Okay, chapter 1. I love the Lord because he hath heard my voice and my supplications. In a more general sense, you attract this angel and his advice in this reading to pour oil on troubled waters. Finding the solution that works for everyone. The lesson of your karma here is the line of least resistance is often the best for all. Okay. Oh, and I feel like my headache is going away. Woosah. Whoever's been resisting is walking away. The path of least resistance is the best for all people involved. DM Capricorn, if this is you trying your best to fix a relationship with someone that is cold and robotic, and they are not seeing the truth, no matter how hard you're trying to show them the truth, if they are refusing, this is your message that there will be peace. There will be reconciliation. There will be middle ground. There will be the mending of bridges. There will be a common reconciliation. You guys will make peace. And I'm going to clarify some of the energy with the Capricorn and see what's going the heck on. Okay, Cappy, what is going on? All right, tell me about this fixated. I mean, I just want to know more. I just want to know more. Okay, so with a DM Capricorn, we have the Five of Wands, discord, shit hitting the fan, fur flying, not agreeing with anyone. This is like, oh my God, Stephanie, headache. I'm having migraines, back and forth, drama. I'm sick of fighting with everybody. And this could also be you just think, I'm sick of fighting with a freaking Leo. Maybe you're fighting with a Leo and you're like, God damn, Stephanie, a Leo can fight their ass off. A Leo will keep it going. And they're like, are you done yet? No. And Leo's like, okay, because I can do this all day, baby. I can do this all day. And you're like, all right, fuck you. And you're just like, oh my God. But here's the deal. When you get a Capricorn and a Leo together, well, I don't know who the hell's going to come out of this, because Capricorn is stubborn as hell. And so is a Leo. But the difference is a Leo will leave crying, okay, because they're hurt and wounded from the fight. A Capricorn don't give an actual F. Don't give an actual death. I mean, I don't know why I said that. Anyways, they don't give an actual heck, okay? Anyways, and I think death does have something to do with it. This is a fight to the death. A fight for an ending. That's it. There's a fight to the ending, a fight for to the death, because somebody wants to cut this shit the fuck out. Excuse my saying, but see, I think you're done. It's hit the fan. Not going to tolerate it anymore. We have Two of Swords. There's a decision. A decision must be made. Who's going to give up their wand? Who's going to quit putting their dukes up? Who's going to quit butting heads? Who's going to quit fighting here? There's no end. It's the infinity pool. Where's the end? Where's the end of this fight? There's peace. Four Swords. Peace. Prayer. Again, supplication. DM Capricorn, or the person that's with the DM Capricorn, you have been praying for resolution with this freaking fight. What is this? You're like, Jesus, Steph, I've been trying to stop this battle for a long time, and I feel like one of us has to give up, but you guys are so hard-headed and so equally determined that you're going to keep fighting to the death. There's not going to be a you win or a forfeit or a, humbling walking away. It's a fixated obsession on who's right and who's wrong. Okay? And ultimately, no one's being served here. There's a peaceful message coming in with the Page of Swords. A text, and I feel most likely it's a letter. A letter, something coming in the mail, something coming in through the phone, maybe a voicemail. There's a message coming in to say, stop acting childish. Stop acting like children, which is the Five of Wands. Quit acting like kids. Enough's enough. There needs to be peace and reconciliation. It's not who's right and who's wrong. It's the path of least resistance is the best path for both of us. And so the angels are hearing the prayers and the supplications of the pain and anxiety and anguish in this situation. It's been too much, too long, and it's just like Cindy G from Tennessee likes to say, too much shit is cat shit, or whatever she says. I don't know. Too much is too much, and too much is cat shit. I don't know what she says. She's so funny. I love her. Anyways, this is cat shit. So let's go ahead and see, because, this is going to be a full reading. I was going to leave you guys hanging for the extended, but since I'm late for Capricorn, this is free completely. Plus, this is your Vedic birthday. Not tropical, Vedic. So, Let's see what's going on. All right, okay. Tell me a little bit more about this cold-hearted robotic energy. Why, Hans? Why? Embarrassment. Pride. Again, it's that Leo energy. It's the embarrassment, guys. The embarrassment is like, you know what? I don't want to give up because my pride will be hurt. I don't want to submit because my pride will be hurt. Bottom line, ruthless. Look at that. You guys, doesn't it just make you right? Ruthless, really? So we're going to be ruthless. We're going to be dragged through the mud because our ego and our pride gets in the way. So that's the name of the game. We're just going to do what we got to do because how it looks and the pride is more important than the fight. And someone along this path forgot what they were fighting for. Forgot what this whole fight was about in the first place. And now my ears have a humming. It's like this. It's a very spiritual vibration. It's a vibration is what it is. And it's like, yes. And I feel like it's and it's like, sit, meditate, Four of Swords, peace, peace be still, peace be with you. What are you fighting for? And you both are like, I don't effing know, Steph. I don't effing know. And Spirit's like, okay, well, if we don't know what we're fighting for anymore, let's stop. What the hell's going to happen now? What in the actual hell is going to happen now? Tell me a little bit more about the outcome with this beautiful peace overcoming the Capricorn energy here for the DM. Tell me more. What is the outcome for the DM Capricorn? Surrender. Oof. Ooh, chills, 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 chills. I love it. I love it so much. Yep. It's letting go. Surrendering the bullshit. It's like, you know what? I forgot what the hell we were fighting for. And more importantly, I forgot who was right and who was wrong. Shit, we both might be wrong. You know? What the hell? Surrender, baby. Give it up. Quit fighting. Quit fighting for the pride and ego. Quit fighting for the bullshit. This is, you know, what is that energy like? You know, this is it's pointless. You know what I mean? It's fruitless. It's stupid. Quit. And that's what's really going on. So we're gonna read surrender. We have the number 2. There could be a number 2 life path for these people. But let's just go ahead and read. It's also about the duality with the number 2, yin-yang energy. It's two people coming together too. It's a pair, you know? Okay. Okay, so surrender. Where are ya? Stuck, surrender, temptation. There it is, surrender. Okay, let the universe take command, DM Capricorn, or the person who's watching. When progress is blocked and we've fought our best to advance, the only option left is to surrender. We finally accept our reality. Surrender is less about giving up than it is simply allowing and admitting what is. When we stop forcing our will and being controlling, things get surprisingly easier and obstacles dissolve in unexpected ways, and the universe takes care of the situation for us. Our lessons are often challenging and painful while we are going through them. We can't understand the great mystery of how the universe actually works, no matter what we try. Yet life tends to make sense in retrospect, and hardships turn out to be spiritual gifts. Our enemies actually end up being life's best teachers, if not our friend. Human weakness is our strength in disguise. It teaches us beautiful lessons, and our goal is not to be large and in charge, but instead to surrender our entire being and align with the universe and the mystical design, figuring out, and manipulating our small, selfish attempts to bend life to our will. When we submit to our proper place in the scheme and let the universe work through us, for us, a power greater than yourself and ourselves restores order, peace, and equilibrium. The phase of this card is to decline. The number is 2 and the element is water. Whew, woosah. Yes, that feels good. So DM Capricorn, you're going to be making some peace here. Totally. And I think you and this partner are going to have some some finality on this fight. And I feel like a headache has finally found peace. I feel comfortable. I feel at ease. I feel good. And that's just a nice feeling. And so I think this is good for everybody. Let's just get a couple more details on the people involved and what you're fighting for. Who are the people involved and what are they fighting for besides pride and ego? Who are the people involved and what are you fighting for? Okay. Bottled up emotions and marriage. This is definitely about a commitment. A past life marriage, a marriage together. It could be two married people fighting the hell out of each other. For this DM Capricorn, I feel like maybe you are married. You are legally married to someone. And this could be your person. This could be you. You know? But let me tell you, whether you guys are married or dealing with someone that's married, it's not talking about your feelings. And what do I mean by that? I'm going to say to married people. To married people, you get up, you go to work, you take care of the kids, you do life. You have resentments because you feel tired, overworked, undernourished, and underappreciated. And instead of telling people this, instead of telling your lover this, you try to remain strong. And you try to not let them know that you're having a hard time. And that's pride. You want them to think you've got this. And then you have this cold war. And it's a constant resentment. Because they don't really know how you feel. And then if they slam the door too loudly, you bug the shit out of them. If they don't do something just so, it bugs the shit out of you. If they don't kiss you goodnight, say the right thing, do the right thing, it bugs the hell out of you. It's because we're not expressing our feelings. We're just expressing orders. It's like being married to a drill sergeant. Bark, 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 bark. Orders. When you could just talk about your feelings. And so there is no peace. And that's for a marriage, you know? And you guys are fighting consistently because nobody wants to be proven wrong. It's, you overspent last month. I told you, and you didn't listen to me. And I'm right, and you're wrong. And it's that constant fight for them to surrender to you and admit that you were right. But they're not, because they don't want to prove you right, so you don't have something on them. Or vice versa, the other person, you know? And, you know, just you know what I'm saying? It's just two bullheaded people. And both of you are hard-headed and strong, and you both want to be right. And until someone submits and says, I'm sorry you were right, you're going to keep fighting. And right now, this fight's been going on so long that it doesn't effing matter who the fuck was right. What matters is your relationship is falling the fuck apart. Over what? A bank account? Over a health issue, over family issues, over what? Money? I don't know. Something. Whatever it is. Who the fuck cares? If you're right or you're wrong, do you love this person? Is that your goal? Because if ultimately you want them, fighting doesn't do shit to keep that together. And Spirit's like, stop it. Stop it, because I know what you want. I've heard your prayers, and this ain't going to be no way to get it. Now, if you're not married, if you're not married and it's like, it's not the Cold War, this is you're with someone that you've been committed to or wanting commitment from. You've been trying to corner them. You've been trying to get this person to marry you or commit, or it's reversible, Cappy. Maybe they want you to marry them, but Cappy, it could be you wanting marriage, and they're not going to budge. And so it's frustrating for you, and you have to hold back your love. You have to hold back your commitment. You have to hold back your financial bliss on this person because they're hard-headed and they won't open up. This is like someone who is beautiful, smart, wise, rich, and they have a ring in their pocket, but they haven't proposed because someone is so distracted with work or so distracted with bullshit that it's never the right time. It's never the right time to propose because this person's so difficult. Or you know what I mean? It's just like, God, I don't know stuff. I don't know if I should propose. I don't know if I should tell them I even want to marry them because they're so hard to open up. This is also the energy of somebody wanting to marry someone, but they're so difficult and so out there and so unrealistic that all your efforts go in vain. You've been wanting commitment, but they are fighting you. And they don't even know. They don't even know that you've been considering marriage. And you won't tell them because you're hard-headed. You won't tell them, hey, you're going through all this shit. Guess what? I have a ring. I've been trying to propose to you for 2 years. But we never seem to get on the same page. So I've held back. If that information would have made it to this partner, maybe they wouldn't have been so stressed out for 2 years. Maybe they wouldn't have been giving you such a hard time if you would have just opened up and talked about how you felt. But maybe just the simple fact of you holding back the ticket, the marriage, it made them stress the fuck out for 2 years. So there's a holding back. It's a frustration. No one's going to get anywhere like that. And at the end of the day, you guys both want something and it's just not happening. Frustration from a lack of speaking your heart. Thank you so much. You guys are sweet. Okay, let's see what else is going on. 3 of Cups in reverse and 10 of Swords. So, you guys have not been having a good time. It's been painful. It's been uncelebratory. There has been no wedding offer. There's been no celebration of union. It's been shitty. Well, 10 of Swords. We're done. Put a cork in it. Stick a pin in it. It's over. The long, cold war, the fight is over. It's time to have a good time. It's time to end this Cold War. It's time to get some happy. And you guys will. Let's go ahead and see the outcome with surrender. Whew. Tell me about the surrender. Give it to God too. That could be another surrender. Giving up this burden to God and just saying, Lord or universe, take it from me. I can't. I give up. I'm done fighting. Someone here could also just be flat out, Steph, I'm done fighting. I'm done pursuing. I'm done fighting. It's a brick wall. This person is ruthless, robotic, and cold. They're unrealistic. They don't see the good I'm trying to give them. And I'm embarrassed even trying to pursue this person because it's so beneath me. And I'm done with fighting with all my heart. And I'm going to text them and tell them I'm sick of being second best. I'm sick of being on the back burner, and I'm sick of it, and I'm walking away because you know what? I'm just done. So giving up the fight could also be what this is. But let's go ahead and see this surrender. What is the outcome? Hey, Anabi, 2 years on point. Oh, well, that's good. That's very good. I got a card. It turned around, and then it didn't show itself to me. Weird. You guys saw it. I don't know. It turned around and then it didn't show itself to me. Okay. There's 2 outcomes. That's what Spirit's telling me. Give me one outcome and then give me another. There's 2 outcomes. The first outcome requires patience. Patience for commitment, patience for stability, patience for a husband or a divine masculine energy, male or female. You've deposited a lot of years into this relationship. It's requiring you to wait and see what else is going to come out of this. It's not over yet. Hang on, hang in there, hold your ground. That's one outcome. You will have your commitment. You will have your stability. You will give birth to this union. You will give birth to this marriage. You will have control over the situation if you can hang out a little longer, okay? You will get stable ground. If you're already married, your relationship will be mended and it will be stable and it will be long lasting with the Seven of Pentacles. If you have the patience for that, okay? If you're not married, it's just, you know, you're going to get married or you're going to have some stability with this person. It just requires better planning, and it also requires a little more work. It requires more effort. So if you're willing to give more effort to whatever this is, you will have good results. You will be happy and stable, and you will be on top of the world. What's the other outcome? What's the other outcome? If you resist this relationship and you keep resisting, okay, Seven of Wands, which is resistance in my tarot. We have the King of Pentacles and third party. There'll be someone else. If you don't want this relationship, there's going to be another party involved. Someone's going to go out and find someone else, period. Someone's going to find fulfillment somewhere else. There will be marriage, there will be commitments, there will be business ownership, there will be success. There will be success. I just feel like you might be a little brokenhearted. Might be a little brokenhearted to leave this person behind. But ultimately, if you leave this person behind, there will be better. There will be better around the corner, okay? There's some pain associated with letting it go. There is some pain, okay? Every rose has its thorns. Every love can have some pain, okay? But there will be a King of Pentacles, which is action towards stability, nurturing, support, and a healthy foundation, a healthy life. You won't have to put up with that anymore, okay? You could also be getting married to another earth sign, someone more stable like you, okay? All right, so boom chakalaka. It's looking good for the DM masculine, for Capricorn. Let's go ahead and dive into the divine feminine Capricorn. Divine feminine Capricorn. Remember, male or female makes no difference, okay? Divine feminine Capricorn. Spirit, please reveal to me the divine feminine Capricorn. Make it very obvious. Make it very obvious. What's going on with the divine feminine Capricorn? We have distant and lust. So you've been celibate for some time. You have been, yeah, there's not been a lot of romance in your house. There's not been a lot of romance around you for some time. I think you've wanted it, but you haven't found it with the right person, or it's just not time, or you're keeping yourself away from that right now. It's a time for healing. It's a time for settling the dust after the storm. Okay? And then here we have unlovable. We're in a very painful past. You felt not good enough. You felt pushed away, unappreciated, not seen for who you are. Very underappreciated mostly. This is a dark time for you, and it's not dark and sad. It's dark in reflection. You're going on the inside. You're learning that a lot of your relationships were superficial. A lot of them were more about sex than commitment. A lot of them were sexual in nature, and you're like, that's dark. That's karmic. You don't want a sexual relationship. You want an intimate spiritual commitment and relationship with spirit and your divine partner. And so this is like, I don't want to open up stuff to no one, because no one can make love to my soul. I just want to make love to my body. So there's some disappointment here. Oh, wow, I said superficial, and look what's down there. Yeah. You were dealing with superficial assholes. DF. Plain and simple. And you're shocked at what pieces of what POSs they were. Like, you know what? I'm glad I was able to go inside. I finally saw it for what it is. And it is shocking, because you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God stuff. I felt like it was real love. I felt like it was all these good things, and then stuff. How was I so blind? Was I so far off from reality that I didn't see the smoking gun? Damn. And you're just like, God, I guess I didn't. Shiitake mushrooms, I didn't see it. I didn't see it, Steph. So you feel kind of blindsided here. You're like, damn it. That's some bullshit. It's too bad I saw it now. A little too late. Let's go ahead and find out what's going on here with the karma for the Divine Feminine Capricorn. You have Jalel, the number 15. I see the sign of Mercury. And I see two angels talking. It's about communication. And the angels, they've been giving you the signs, but you didn't see the red flags. Sign after sign after sign after sign. Like, oh my God, I don't see it. I don't see it. You didn't see it. It's okay. It's not your fault. You can't help what you saw. It was your perspective. Okay? Now you're being given a message. There is going to be communication about this shocking acknowledgement that whoever the F you were dealing with was superficial. And you don't even know what to think. What is this communication going to be? What is this karma? Let's just go ahead and read. The angel bestows victory in the let me start over. The angel bestows victory to the vulnerable. We see in this card that where there's a will, there's a way. The angel particularly brings attention to relationships, helping us fix our faults, our own and those of others, and find harmony somewhere. If there is a situation, DF Capricorn, that is broken, this card in a future position, which it is, assures us that we will find a solution. The challenge for you is to just let go of the control, even if it leaves you feeling vulnerable and weak. The lesson, there is a power that protects those who truly love. Oh, and I got goosebumps again. You know why? Because there's a power for you. Being vulnerable. Truly loving someone, even when they were superficial, means you have victory. You're the vulnerable one, DF, or it's reversible, and whoever's dealing with the Divine Feminine Capricorn, it could be for you. But I feel you're the vulnerable one, and you're going to have victory because you've seen the truth, and you know what makes you vulnerable? Going in and saying, well, hot damn, I was wrong. Shit. My bad. I missed the red flags. My bad. I stepped into toxic, lustful relationships. My bad. I believed people were better than they were. My bad. I was naive. My bad. And so this self-reflection and honesty, it's very honest. You're finally getting honest with yourself, and you're very humble. That makes you victorious. It makes you supreme. Supreme. You have overcome your karma. And you're seeing your truth. And you didn't want to see it. Somehow down this broken road. Aw, and there's a song. I think it's God Bless the Broken Road that brought me straight to you. Anyways, down this broken road, you found God. You found spirit. And down this broken road, you found yourself. And on this broken road, you loved yourself. You know that song by Selena Gomez, I had to hate you to love me? That's what this is. I had to let you go and hate you to love me. And so you've definitely found this separation from lust so you can love yourself and heal. Spirit's saying, you know what the hell's not real? That you're not lovable. That is some fake ass shit. And if you're going down a spiral where you're telling yourself, I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm unwanted, I'm undesirable, I always lose in the situation and I'm not desired. Bullshit. That is untrue. You've just been preyed on by a toxic energy, and it's part of your path, and I'm glad you learned, and I'm sorry you got hurt and broken. But you know, the Japanese have a very funny way of making something broken beautiful. They, in their pottery or in their floor or in whatever's broken, they paint it with gold. And they think it makes it more beautiful. So they go in the cracks and they paint it with gold. Like, that makes you more beautiful, man. And so here, all your little brokenness, all your little broken path dramas actually made you more beautiful. And so you are the rising phoenix. Ooh, more goosebumps. And I know not everyone has seen the new Maleficent, but you should. You totally should. And I love it because it talks about the phoenix in the Maleficent movie. And she's the fae. The phoenix is what created her version of fae, which is fairies. And she was direct descendant of the phoenix. And so when she got killed, she rose again like the phoenix. Her ashes, literally her ashes, which is what happens when you're a phoenix. You get burnt to ashes and then you rise. More beautiful, more amazing than you ever have before. So, this is a story of someone who might be the underdog, overweight, underweight, not the most attractive right now because of whatever life has drugged you down. You are coming out even more beautiful. You're going to come out of the closet like, whoa, who is that? Who is this DF Capricorn? Wow, movie star, really. And just turning heads. And even if it's not superficial, even if it's not looks, it's your aura. It's your vibration. Okay? You're coming out more attractive because of this knowing. Let's clarify some of this. Clarify this lustful partner. They kept you waiting. Aww. DF Cappy. They kept you waiting. They kept changing the date on you. You guys planned for a wedding. They kept changing the date. you guys kept hoping for a future, and they kept dragging it and dragging it and dragging it through the mud, and you're like, damn it. The passion was there. The sexual chemistry was there. But everything else was not there. And you're just like, I'm waiting for them to wake up and do the right thing. So someone has to wake up. This partner had to wake up and see the truth. This partner could be a Pisces. This partner could be a Leo energy. Also a Sagittarius. When I see the Hanged Man, I do think of Sagittarius. The next card that came out was the Ace of Pentacles. The new beginning you were promised. The ring you were promised. The wedding you were promised. The baby you were promised. The life you were promised. Right? That's this person. And then you have here Justice. Could be Libra energy. And this is also Saggy for me, Justice. It's righteousness. But do the right thing. This is also waiting for someone to get divorced and have a new beginning with you. And if it's not a divorce, waiting for someone to get out of jail to do the right thing for you. And then when they got out of jail, instead of being with you, they jumped over with somebody else. They had a life with somebody else. Hurt you, made you feel unlovable. But meanwhile, they were just lusting. It's like, you know, when people are behind bars, they don't get to enjoy themselves sexually. Well, with the right people. Okay, and then they get out and they're like, oh my gosh. You know, I hate to say it, but I've known a lot of those people, and they're like a pit bull with that pink thing just hanging out there. Hello, everybody. Anyways, that's drama, and I don't want to talk about that. But that could be it could be some ex-con vibes, you know, and they were just lustful. They're in a dark place. This is also the energy of waiting for someone to leave a engagement, marriage, or commitment, and they've been promising you, I'm leaving, it's over, I'm gonna be with you, and we're so intimate, we're so chemistry, we're so fire, we're gonna be together, and then womp womp, it just doesn't happen. And so this has made you question your worth because of this person's superficial, irrelevant, unhealthy, toxic, sexual, lustful energy, which is not your problem. But because they're so far-fetched, so distant from reality, it's affected you. It's made you question your own value and your own worth. And now you're holding back the booty. And I didn't mean booty, but that too. You're holding back intimacy because you want them to come to you for more than that. Some of you might also be telling your person, you know what, if you don't leave, the wife, the husband, the job, the family, whoever, you know, whatever, if you don't leave crime away, if you don't leave drugs away, if you don't leave your criminal behavior in your past, I'm walking. And you have withheld your intimacy because you want them to change, and you're not going to give in to their bullshit anymore. So you will put some distance, and you will say, I'm going to withhold so you can get your shit together because I'm sick of it. And the person that you did that to is shocked. Oh yeah, they're shocked, honey. They are shocked that you actually had the balls, bigger than quail eggs, to go over there and just do that. They're like, well, DF Capricorn just did the damn dirty on me. He just left me here high and dry. Okay, what's gonna happen? I'm sorry, I dropped it. So we have divorce. Now they're gonna want to step up, right? Now they're going to want to leave that other spouse they've been saying they're leaving for so long. Now they want to separate from the criminal behavior. Now they want to separate from all previous commitments that made them distant from you. Now. And you're like, oh, now that I'm hurt and reflecting, do I really want you? I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Bottom of the deck, I guess you do. Okay, so I'm talking to someone that's like, Steph, good. Four of Wands. Jesus. So you're like, Steph, that's all I wanted. I wanted that person to leave that shit behind and come do right by me. And it looks like it's going to work. If you've withheld from your person, whatever they're doing, they're going to separate from whatever they were doing bad and come do good. They're going to come Four of Wands you. They're going to come and want to commit. They want this relationship to go further. They do want this reconciliation. They do want this union. They do want this partnership. You guys are destined, fated lovers. They just had to see that shit. And so it's good that you've gone within and you've withheld, because of that, you've let go, if that's even a word. Is letting? Whatever. Letting's a word for me today. Okay, you have let go their energy. You have let go their bullshit, and it hurts you. It made you feel terrible, like you didn't have value. But in that, you found your value, and in that, you found your peace, and in that, you found your strength. And even that number 15 card, didn't it say reconciliation? Let me see what it said. It was about relationships. Yeah, attention to relationships and helping us fix our faults. Okay, fix our faults. And that's what's happened. Thank you, Guinevere. So yeah, you guys have fixed your own drama, which is not respecting yourself, giving away the milk so they didn't have to buy the cow. Okay, it ain't free. And you took away the milk so they can come over here now and they're going to come buy that cow. All right, I'm going to go ahead and buy the cow. And so good. And so this is about letting go of control. And by being vulnerable, by crying, you've been able to be successful. Uh-oh, my little guy woke up. Uh-oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
He was taking a nap.
Oh, okay. So I'll be right back, guys.
Pencils! Mom, we have pencils!
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. I let my little guy sleep with his sister. And apparently it was like a little cat nap. Now he's up in the middle of the night like, okay, I had fun sleeping with my sister. Yeah, I want to wake up now and come down with mom. Well, glad that worked. Not. Anyways, I know. He was so much for having him leave my room and go be out there with her. I thought he would sleep well, but, you know, my little guy, he's only slept well with me lately since my grandpa died. So I guess, you know, babies wake up when they notice mama's not there. It's an issue. But I laid him down with some bottles, so he'll be fine. Anyway, so this is about fixing a relationship. And I do see that you guys are going to come back together after a separation. There's going to be some kind of a union, which I think is marriage. But it could just be, you know, it could just be coming together again, just on the same page, you know, just completely together again with each other and feeling happy. I just feel good. It makes you feel good. It's a feel good energy. And let's just clarify. Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's waiting to happen, ticking time bomb. I think this is just waiting to happen. They've been projecting some falsehood towards you. That's what I want to look into. They have not been themselves. They have been superficial. They've been putting on a show. They've been fake, you know? And you knew that. You knew that. And you were like, if you're not going to quit with your fake book and your show or your masquerade ball or whatever you're projecting to the world, if you're not going to quit that, I'm out. And so that whole I'm out is justice. And you crying, praying to God and being vulnerable has led you to victory. And okay, are you out of milk? I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get him more milk. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud though. He went potty. Sorry, he had to go potty. Oh, we're potty training too. He did potty. Today's been a great day. He's done a lot of pottying. I'm so glad. Oh, Lord Jesus. I don't even know what time it is, but I know it's late. I know it's late. Oh, I was clarifying, why are they so superficial? What is going on? What is going on with the superficial? What are they so fake about? Your baby is fast asleep? Well, I wish mine was fast asleep. I had some peace. We've been here for 77 minutes. It was good while it lasted. Okay, it was good while it lasted. I gotta get going so I can get Squirt to bed again. Oh, Lordy. Clarify, please. Why were they so superficial? What was this? Okay, that's a lot of cards. Fine. I have King of Wands. It's a very sexual energy. This is like too sexualized. Like, I'm king of the world. I'm everyone's sex, kitten, everyone's sex symbol. This is getting all the attention. A very good looking person. So, it happens. Some very good looking people obviously have a lot of people interested. And this person, again, could be a Leo, but this person was definitely, if some fire energy, which attracts attention. Even Sag and Aries. Look at this. They attract attention. Attract a lot of attention. So everybody wants a bite. Everybody wants a piece. And sometimes when it's too tempting, they just bite. This is like someone that is never faithful, because they're just trying everybody out and it's just not fair. And so what happened here is you met a very good looking person or a very attractive person or just someone that everybody kind of wants, and they've changed their ways because they met their match. This is destined lover. They've met the right person. The right person to make them settle down. The right person worthy of commitment, worthy of, how do you say, like, fidelity. Fidelity. And that's, you know, who they were was this fake little playboy, fake little playgirl. You know, the fake ass Kardashians, the fake ass people, you know, the fake ass Jamie Foxxes, the fake ass Tom Cruise, you know, just fake. And they weren't real. Now they're turning into a for real person that is just genuine and who they really are, who they were meant to be. Not the show-offy person on the tabloids, not the show-offy person for the whole world to see, but the real person that actually wants children, a home, a wife or a husband, or just a stable home. They actually want commitment, even if it's same sex. They want commitment. They do want someone to come home to and snuggle. They do want someone to be honest with. And the next, oh my God, this is, I have goosebumps again. So we have the Lovers, Gemini energy, true love, fated partners, you've met your match, people that were supposed to be together, period. You're supposed to be together. I even see twin flame energy here. 4 of Wands, the Lovers, and 2 of Cups. That's twin flame all over the place. All day long. All up and down the street. That's twin flame energy. But more than that, it's soulmate. It's fated partners that were together in one life, meant to be together in this life. Partners that were brought together divinely. And you will get justice for being vulnerable. You will get your justice for doing the right thing, for asking for help. This relationship is blessed, and we have unconditional love. And this is loving the person no matter what. That means no strings attached. It's not, I'm gonna love you if you do this. I'm gonna love you because I love you. And I don't care what package you come in, but I will not tolerate bad behavior. But I will always love you. It's walking away in love, letting them go in love so they can grow in love. That's the true twin flames. That's the true destined partners. The ones that don't change their feelings but gain respect. The ones that put up healthy walls and boundaries because they don't tolerate bullshit. Then they attract their lover because they have self-respect and self-love. That's the healthy part. It doesn't happen for people that are a doormat hoping for pity, hoping for the universe to have pity on them and bless them because they've suffered for so long that someone has to give them a hand. That's not this energy. That's just a pitiful, painful reality that if you don't grow, you don't get what you want. And Saturn comes in to teach you that hard lesson, Capricorn. You don't get blessings because you're pitiful. You don't get blessings because you're weak or a doormat or stepped on or taken advantage of or a victim. You don't get blessings like that. Saturn will shit on you if you have that mentality. Saturn will just give you more and more and more scum until you've had enough. Saturn, Kronos, the hard ass, will give you rewards for hard work. Will give you this reward for self-reflection, boundaries, walls, and strength, endurance, effort, growth. Saturn ain't gonna give you jack shit until you grow. Let go so you can grow. And that's what happened. And Saturn's like, hey guys, if you let go of someone that you love so that way you could grow and so could they, they're coming back. Even if it's been 4 years, which is kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah, 4 years or more even, okay? Even if it's been a long time, it's like this is going to be blessed because, anyways, you've taken a difficult path, and we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, which is commitment, hard work, organization, working with spirit, working with other people. This is seeing the truth. This is as above, so below. This is allowing constructive criticism, allowing the universe to polish your rough ends so you can be a smooth, shiny gemstone. So you won't be a raw gemstone, but a smooth, shiny, polished gemstone. Or diamond. You don't become a beautiful diamond until you have been chiseled and polished. You don't become anything. You don't become a work of art, a beautiful statue in a Greek palace, until that limestone or that stone has been chiseled away by an artist. And after all that chiseling and all that refinement, you come out beautiful, gorgeous, worthy. And so this is allowing that constructive criticism, allowing Saturn to do what he had to do, allowing Saturn to drag you through your karmic mud in your chart so you could come out polished, refined. And you've grown so much, and you are no longer that childish, pitiful victim. You are no longer that, if this is on, the other shoe, you are no longer that lustful, boastful, distant, over-sexualized person. You are refined. You have found what it means to be holy, to be spiritual, to have a spiritual commitment, not a sexual, to have an intimate relationship with your mind, body, and soul, not just your body. And so it's realizing there's more, and ultimately getting marriage with someone worthy, manning up, womaning up here, and just seeing the light and allowing the universe to do what they do. And it all came from one big act, being vulnerable. Act is from the word action. You took action. Part of your action was walking the hell away from toxic bullshit. That's an action. And that's what Saturn gives glory to. And it was for the better. And that's why there's going to be communication and reconciliation, because you did the right thing. The other two cards that were last there is Ace of Swords and Cleanse. This is clarity, mental clarity, an aha moment. This is a fresh, brand new start. Quick, fast, clear, not clouded, not hazy, not I don't know, not sure, not hopeful, but direct. The direct truth is, if you took care of your karma and you cleansed your bullshit, not pointing fingers, but your bullshit, and also they've cleansed their bullshit. But if you've done the work, you get the new beginning. Yep. All right, you get the new beginning. And that's ultimately the outcome here for the Divine Feminine. What does your person want to say to you after all this time? Right? After all this time and separation, and justice is finally here. This person takes your distance as constructive criticism, took the time to grow and work on themselves, and approach the Divine Feminine Capricorn with, I do want to commit to you. I do want to be serious, and I don't want to be out there like that anymore. I want to have one partner, not multiple, just one. I want to have one partner, one soulmate, one twin flame. I want one. And that's what this person's coming to do. So what does this person want to tell you? After all that time of, whew, hot mess, Mr. King of Wands himself, or her, you know. But what do you want to say? What do you want to say after all this time? A lot of time. We have being apart. Boom, and it hits it home. Being apart has been life-changing for me. I mean, can I get it right when I get it right? Yes. Your separation, or maybe they separated, you know, you're watching and you separated from them, but whatever it is, the separation was what changed everybody. The distance, the taking away the intimacy, it changed everything. Even if you are in a marriage, if you're in a marriage and your person has been unfaithful or disloyal in some way and you've decided to withhold intimacy, it changed them. That distance and separation fixed it. They learned what the absence of you was. Sometimes you don't really love something until it's gone. You don't miss someone until they're gone. You don't realize what you have until it's gone. And that's what this is. But do you know how many people lack courage to do this? I know more people than I do. Well, that's not what I meant to say. I know more people that will not stay away and withhold from someone because they're too weak. They're just too weak. They want romance themselves. They're sexual fiends themselves. Or they have so much lack of self-respect that they will not withhold. Or they feel so loser, so unworthy, so they won't get anything better, that they allow the sexual abuse, which basically is what that is. It's screwing someone literally, physically, mentally, spiritually, screwing them over and not giving because they lack the boundaries. They haven't learned the lesson. And they will keep reaping that. Reaping and reaping and reaping that that harvest. So the other one is that fell out. Mommy. Go to sleep.
Mom, I'm ready to go to bed. And then Lily, watch.
Okay, fine. I'll put it on.
Lily some snake veil.
Okay, please go back to sleep. Did you finish your bottle?
Mom, I am. I'm doing that right now.
Okay. Here. Lay down. Shh. Be happy I'm letting you have that. Okay, so the other one is I'm more affected than you know. And that's what they want to say. I think by affected, I mean what you did to them and their lives really changed their lives. Your presence, I mean, look at this. This is the ultimate relationship. Life-changing. Life-changing. Your presence has been life-changing. And they just want you to know that because of you, because of this connection, it's changed them forever. It's beautiful. Let's see, give me one more message here. Give me one more message. One more message about the justice. What is this justice? The justice is one card. Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down. That's not always easy to deal with. Turn that down, please. Here, give it to me. Here, give it to me and I'll do it. Come here. Give it to me. Okay, that's better. A little bit more. Okay. So anyways, the justice is that they've seen you step away. Basically, they're saying losing you was the best thing that ever happened to me because it's changed me. And that has reminded me of things that were not easy to deal with, but I had to. And I knew it was a problem. This is like someone realizing that porn is a problem and their wife left him or is keeping sex away from them because they've discovered it. Or losing the relationship because of, you know, stupid lustful addiction. Or cheating was a problem. And even though all those people that they slept with didn't mean anything to them, mentally, spiritually, or any otherwise, they were just sleeping with them and it meant nothing. It affected the bond of this fated couple, and it made them change and do a 180 because they realized, who are they without you? And this is also the energy, you know, and keep in mind, the reason I'm talking about lust is because that's the #1 problem here. I'm not going to fantasize my reading to fit everybody. It's general. We're talking about lust. And whatever you want to define lust in, you can. But I don't see a lust in Pentacles. I don't see a lust with driving. I don't see a lust with books. I don't see a lust with makeup. I see a lust with sex here, okay? So whatever that is for you guys is whatever the hell it is. If it doesn't resonate, doesn't resonate, okay? But this person clearly has had a lustful issue. And when you blend that with superficial and the King of Wands, King of Phalluses, hello, do I need to clarify that anymore? So anyways, someone has loved them no matter what. But leaving this person has definitely showed them that their lustful issue is a problem and that they need to change or they're going to lose this relationship. Okay? They need to stop or this is over. And whoever this is that walked away to teach them a lesson worked. And this person's coming in with commitment. That's justice. And seeing their person walk away reminded them to deal with these addictions or lustful bullshit that they had to deal with. It reminded them that I am not healthy by looking at porn 24/7. I am not healthy by going to strip clubs. I am not healthy by having multiple partners and lying about it. I am not healthy maybe masturbating 100 times a day. I don't know what their lust problem is, but they're just not healthy in that intimate department. And seeing this person walk away really hit home and woke them up, which is Hanged Man, which is waking up. And really, this is like getting a whole different perspective with the Hanged Man. You know, have you guys ever seen The Labyrinth? You need to go to sleep.
I want to tell you.
What?
I really want to see. I really want to see a snake like this one on this video.
Fine. You squishy. Shh, go to sleep, you little squishy. There, now be quiet. Go to sleep. I'm trying to finish here. So, I don't even know what time it is. All right. West Coast time. You guys let me know. I don't even know. So anyways, we have this Hanged Man here. And this is Awakening. But if you ever saw the movie The Labyrinth, you would know that Jennifer Connelly here was selfish, inconsiderate, you know, not caring about her little brother or her family. It was all about her. She was in her own little world, in her own little bubble, thinking about her own little self. And she felt like no one understood her and nothing made sense. And then She wished for her little brother to go away with the Goblin King, for them to take the brother, and they did take the little brother, and anyways, took him to the castle, and she had to go through a labyrinth where everything that made sense was reversed. Like, nothing made sense in that world, and she was like, it's not fair. It's just not fair. But, you know, hold on, guys. Sorry, I thought I heard something out there. Oh, God, this house is a madhouse without me. Anyways, long story short, she ended up having to learn that she was selfish, inconsiderate, and it wasn't fair being treated by the way she treats other people. And so she got treated how she treated other people, and she didn't like it. And anyway, she woke up and she was sorry, and she wanted her brother, and she realized her fantasies didn't have control over her. And in the end, she was like, because the Goblin King was her fantasy, you know? And he was like, love me, worship me, do what I say, and I will give you whatever you want. Doesn't that sound like the devil? Love me, worship me, do whatever I say, and I'll give you whatever you want. Doesn't that sound like lust? Well, in the end, she told lust, or the devil, or the Goblin King, aka all three, you have no power over me. And all of a sudden, he threw the ball up in the air, boom, and then it was over. The world came crashing down and everything made sense. And so this person who was struggling superficially with lust, it wasn't really who they were on the inside, but they let lust overtake their life. And now, because of this big change, like Toby, the little girl's little brother, being taken from her, and her having to fight to get him back, her having to go jump through hoops, go through this labyrinth and fight to get her brother back. This person has to fight to get you back, DF Capricorn. Or it's reversible, DF Capricorn, you have to fight to get someone else back. I mean, I don't know how this works for you. But whoever did the dirty, whoever had the lust issue, has to now fight to get the other person back. And they have to prove to them that they're changed and they're not like that anymore. And they have to tackle this lust thing and say, you have no power over me. And realize that their issue is gone. And that's justice. So somebody will tackle this energy, and I feel there is a female with a child involved here. However that works, there is a female with a child, and I just feel like whoever it is, even if you don't have a child, the person that's vulnerable, the person, even if it's both of you, the people that are vulnerable are ultimately going to get what they want and blessed because they got real. Having a big ego, having pride gets you jack, you know what. So sacrificing your own ego and your own desires and your own everything just to go within and go, okay, enough. It's me. I'm vulnerable. Get you blessed. You did the work. That's what you have.
No, it's snakes. I want videos.
Like toys?
Yes.
Oh, brother.
No.
Then what?
Like real things.
What are you talking about?
Real things. Like real things, Mom.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so we're done with all this. This person's going to say it's been life-changing for them. They want you back. They want to come back home. They want this relationship. They're going to go ahead and leave behind and separate themselves from their issues. And you both are looking great. You both are coming out with this beautiful union and this beautiful relationship that's been healed and mended. It's beautiful. It's blessed. Let's get a few little outcome cards here. Let's go through. Oh my God. Look, it fell on the Lover's card. Can we say twin flames? Yep. I guess we can. You know, this does sound like a very common twin flame relationship. And by the way, twin flames are not common. It's like minimal percent of our population, maybe 10% of the whole world. So I'm not saying they're common, but I'm saying it's definitely a theme with twin flames, okay? The next one is going with the flow. This is finally letting go of the control and just letting whatever happen. And it's fluid, it's divine, it's all divine timing, and it's just like you're just cruising now. You're just cruising. You guys have gotten through some very difficult barriers, and I see true commitment. Not only do you have spiritual marriage, where twin flames are already married in union in 5D and 9D, but you guys will be married here in 3D. And there is a definite realistic third dimensional marriage for these twin flames. Yep. And there's even the joining of a child or family with these twin flames. You guys were also together in a past life. Okay. So this is beautiful. And it's really coming together. And in case you guys are not familiar with twin flames, it's a long story, but it's one soul, two bodies. And you guys are the same soul. And so your person's dark side, shadow side, is a mirror reflection of your own issues from a past life or just inner insecurities, and vice versa for them. You're a mirror reflection of them and their inner issues and their desires. So the yin yang. And this is union. This is the masculine and the feminine. Perfect union. Coming together. There will be a union for you guys. Let's get some timing. Timing. What is the timing for this union? The World, Pisces energy, the Tower, Scorpio energy. Interesting. I'm feeling March or April. In March or April, there will be a union here for you Cappies. It's going to be a shock. You're not going to see it coming. It's going to be like out of nowhere. Maybe you didn't even know they were going to come back. Maybe you don't even think they're going to come back. You're like, it's over. I don't know how it's going to come back, stuff. It's so dead and in the ground, and it's so burned. It's so ashes. This ain't coming back to life, stuff. Oh, it is. It is. It's coming back like the phoenix rising. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's coming back. Back from the dead. All right. And that's that. Let's go ahead and get the oracles for the ending of that reading. Oh, I know. That's cute. What is the overall? That is cute, baby. Let's get the overall, and then I'll do the singles, Capricorn. Okay, so I'm just going to get the one that fell upright, which is the number 3. Receptivity. Finally listening. Finally hearing the universe, listening to me, listening to the universe, listening to your intuition, listening to what needs to be done. You know, everybody can hear, but not everybody listens. Hearing and listening, 2 different things. This is implementing what you've learned into your life, applying these lessons and making it happen. That's receptivity. It's like reading and comprehension. How many people can read a huge book? All of us. How many people can comprehend what we've read? That's receptivity. What are you absorbing from this lesson? This twin flame lesson. What are you absorbing? And that's what you guys are all about here. I also saw that earlier surrender was the number 2, and this is the number 3, angelic energy. But I see, how do you say, like progress, like consistency. They were a 2, now you're a 3. It's right on track. You guys are aligned, I guess what I'm trying to say. So I'll read it. Okay, and it says here, tune in with care to the universe's guiding rhythms. Empaths feel everything to everyone. Didn't I say Cappy was super empathic because they're looking at Cancerian? Well, there you go. Anyways, empaths feel everything and everyone. Life sometimes feels so complex and overwhelming. It's hard to focus on ourselves. Listen to the music of life at every moment. We're awash in energy currents of colorful light, radio waves and frequencies beyond perception. There's social media, advertisements, and mail. Everyone around us is going through difficulties, dramas, and dilemmas. There's not much noise. There's too much noise out there. It's hard to decipher what is truly helpful. No wonder we sometimes seem preoccupied or gasping for our own ideas and beliefs. They represent a small island of insanity. Of sanity. Why? Because we live in insanity. Okay. Opening ourselves up to new influences can be heard, yet we close off from outside input. Somehow we don't want to hear it. We only get more of what, if we do that, we only get more of what we already have. Our own best thinking is sometimes just being receptive. People tell us repeatedly what we need to hear, but often we don't hear, or we don't listen, or we can't listen, or we don't want to listen because, well, our ego. Receptivity means having the awareness and willingness to selectively absorb messages from others, taking what we like and editing out what doesn't fit, what doesn't resonate. But when we're vulnerable to other people's moods, again, the word vulnerable, okay, is coming in for you, DF Cappy. When we're vulnerable to other people's moods, a clear sound can reset our nerves. A tuning fork or bell helps us align and dispel chaotic energy and stay receptive to what's useful. Our breathing, our heartbeat, and our blood coursing through our ears, the original music that helps us tune into larger cosmic rhythms is good. Making time for natural sacred music helps us stay receptive to source, while receptivity to fresh ideas helps us grow. The face of this card is refinement. The number is 3 and the element is air. So that's pretty darn pretty. And ultimately, I just feel like you guys are growing and changing, and not everybody's going to understand this relationship. Not everyone, especially for the twins, wants to accept nor tolerate what kind of a union this is. The general public, the general, 90% of the world is going to say this is a hot mess, it's not worth it, and why would you ever want to go be with anybody like that? That's because 90% of the world don't understand refinement, don't understand vulnerability. They only understand protection, self-preservation, and ego. And you're here to show them that that shit doesn't matter. That you can turn all that hot shit down and focus on refinement And that takes real strength. So this is a very different relationship, and probably not a lot of people are gonna correspond with this, let alone a lot of people understand that lust can be an issue. You know, lust can be an issue. Let's just get one card here for what kind of lust that was. What kind of lust was this? What kind of lust are we talking about here? Power. More Leo energy, Leo lust. This is looks, control, beauty. I see the heart on the book there. This is just lusting for love, lusting for passion, lusting for power, lusting for control, lusting to be the center of attention, lusting to be that god, that goddess, lusting for that. And then we have guarded. You know, not letting other people in, hiding yourself, which is superficial. So we're just going to leave that there. Don't lust after power. Don't lust after control. Okay? That's not important. Be vulnerable. That's important. That's real love. Okay, so now we're going to dive into singles. Let me put you down here. As down as I can get you. Okay, so show me single Capricorns. Single Capricorns that are not taken. The singles that are not taken. Single Capricorn. Single Cappy. All right, so karmic relationships. Broken karmic cycles. Broken karmic relationships for sure. 10 of Wands, burden, putting it down, surrender. And then 10 of Cups, happiness. What I'm seeing for the singles is you've gotten out of karmic relationships, and it's never felt so good. It's like it's never felt so good, Steph, to be so single. It's never felt so good to be so unconnected to another human being and just be me. It's very happy with being single here. Bottom of the deck is Tower. I feel like you just went through a major breakup, a major separation from someone that was karmic, and you feel great. This is 3 of Swords in reverse. All the swords are falling out. You're finally healing. You're letting it go. You're just done. Even if it's not a relationship, it's your karmic cycles, and you're like, oh, I'm so glad, Steph. I got rid of it. I'm done with it, Steph. Tell me more about single Capricorns. Single Capricorns. Discovery. You've discovered yourself. Some of you maybe even went and adopted a kitten. Maybe you want to adopt a kitten. You want to have a kitten. You've been thinking about kittens. Kittens are cute. But you've been thinking about that, getting a little kitty cat. Also just your inner child coming to life. You're excited about spring. You're excited about rebirth and transformation. And you're ready for more. And you don't care what happens. You're just so in love with yourself. Okay, so in love with yourself. So that feels great. Bottom of the deck, secrets. You're keeping a lot hidden to yourself, as you should. You don't want to share all your business with the world. It's none of their business. You're like, butt out. I want to be alone. There's a lot of solo energy here for the Capricorns. Recluse, very isolation. I just want to be by myself. I just want to be by my damn self. A lot of you guys are writing books by yourself, alone, peaceful, quiet. A lot of you have went and visited family. It's been a very long time. And now that you're disconnected from a karmic cycle or relationship, you're able to go be spending time with family. And so it feels good to travel or just be with them unattached, not having to be home at a certain time, not having to check in with people, just free. And let's learn a little bit more about this. We have, I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. There's some people that struggle with feeling good about the separation. And you're telling me, the reader, you're saying, Steph, I know you're right, Steph, that it would be good for me to let this go, but I have to come to my own conclusions. You're not quite ready to let go. Some of you, not all of you. And there's another person to where you let them go and they know that that's good. They know that this relationship had to go. It was a burden, it was painful, it was too difficult to carry on. But they have to come to their own conclusions. They have a hard time letting you go. They just have a hard time letting you go. And they know it's for the best. It's just going to take them a little time, is what I'm hearing. And bottom of the deck we have, oh my God, we will be together again soon. What is up with this reconciliation and Capricorn? So Capricorn, enjoy the single life because you will be together with them again in the future. But right now for single Capricorns, there's definitely a break in the relationship. So you can love life and then you probably will be together again with that person. Okay, but for a good while right now, it's about being single, having peace, putting down that burden, and seeing what the hell happens now. Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands. Well, that's a direct message. Hello. Passion is going to come in quickly. You might even experiment with someone intimately in between you and this other partner. It's because you're in control. You want to, it's for you. It's not for a relationship. It's for you. So I do see some sexual energy and some confidence. If you do have an intimate partner, it's just to try it out, just to experience somebody else. I almost get the vibe kind of like couples retreat. That one guy was married to his wife and like he was the only partner she ever had, and she ended up divorcing him so she could see what life was like without him, because she had never been single, she'd never had her own apartment, she'd never had anybody else intimately, and anyway, whatever. So yeah, she experienced it and it was crappy. And then she went looking for her man again. You know, she was like, I didn't know what I had in you. Oh baby, I just miss you, I love you, and I don't like you, I love you, like, you know, this is crazy. And so that might be that kind of a break to where y'all just need to go party on, what was it? Oh, I forgot what they named it. Something Island in couples retreat. I can't think of it. Singles Island, whatever, I can't think of it. Anyways, you had to go experience that so you could know what's really good. And I think that you guys have a very loving relationship, and probably a very nice relationship for the future. Is very 10 of Cups. But right now there's some kind of shiznit that just needs to go, and it's a breaking of the karmic cycles, you know, and it's just done. And so you're like, yeah, I'm just done. You know, even that girl that on the couples retreat, she wanted to have babies and they were trying and then they couldn't, and she was like, you know, this relationship is insane. I can't control everything. And she's like, I gotta go. I want to be separated. And then when they stopped trying for kids, when they stopped trying for everything, and she wanted to leave them, they just fell in love again, and they were friends, and what was most important was that it wasn't the baby. And you know, for all the relationships, it was some kind of a distance or a separation so they could find themselves and love themselves again. And that's what I see here for single Capricorn. Be single. Live a little bit. Be free of your karmic cycle, whatever that is for you. See your family. Let go of relationships where it's all work and no play. And that's what this is. It's like your relationships were all work and no play. You see that? 10-10. This is a new beginning. They're not meant to be difficult. Your relationship's not meant to be a chore. You know, making love isn't meant to be a chore. You're not meant to be mama or papa to somebody. It's meant to be a union of equal love. And that was the karmic cycle. And it was just like it was all work, no play. And that's done. And so I see that this relationship is really over. With all these 10s in the tower, it's like it's a big done. And so I do see this sexual energy also, and I think you're going to find your sexuality. You might find that diva. You might find that king inside you. You might just go out and discover you are the ish. And that's what needs to be found. The ish in you. It needs to be found. That needs to be discovered. This playful kitten or a little playful lion, right? The fun in life. And I feel like if you are a single Capricorn, the fun in life got sucked right out of you. And again, it's like, I know you're right, Steph. I just have to come to my own conclusions because some of you are having a hard time with this separation and knowing what it's for. And for others, they're having a hard time letting you go because, you know, they were super attached. But there's a detachment for the better. And I do think you guys got this. And I do think you guys are going to be fine in the end. Let's get one more oracle here. Yeah, 10s are completion, which is the tower. Broken karmic cycles. Finally over. It had to rip the Band-Aid off. It just had to go. And if you guys are interested in these oracles, go to jks1111.com. Okay. Yep, just like the movie, you become best friends. You lay by the waterfall and drink beer. You go to the dance party and have fun and make love on a table somewhere. You know, you divorce so you can be friends again and fall in love. Whatever it is, it's like, it's not so serious. It's just not so serious. And yeah, you're going to establish a beautiful friendship with this person. You know, for some of you guys are scared because you're like, Steph, this person just wants to be my friend. Or this person said, let's just be friends. Or you told them you just want to be friends, single Cappy. And they're like, no, I don't want to be friends. I want to be lovers. I want to be married. But Spirit's like, friends is what's needed. Friends is what's needed. You have to be friends to have a lasting relationship. And Spirit's like, you lost the fun, man. You lost the fun. What's your partner's favorite candy? Do they like to roller skate or ice skate? Do you guys, you know, like to make fart noises on your stomach, on each other's stomachs? I don't know. Do you guys, I don't know, braid each other's hair? I mean, I don't know what the hell you guys do. But what was this friendship that was lacking? It was just lacking luster. And you can't be friends till you find yourself. And sometimes, you know, you break up with an ex and you become better friends, and all of a sudden you fall back in love because that chemistry was always there. You just had to reignite it. And this is like breaking up, seeing your person live life single, knowing you're just their friend, and then unconsciously falling back in love with them again, and they're falling back in love with you, and I don't have to reiterate it over and over. I get it. Sorry, guys. Okay. What is the outcome for single? Oh, let's do the karma angels. What is the outcome here and the message with karma? Karmic broken cycles for singles. Capricorn singles. What is this karma? What is this beautiful lesson? This completion. What's the message for single Capricorns? Okay. The other one was Ankiel, which is learning lessons. and Raphael, fixing the wounded. Those kind of came out, but this is the one that really fell out. And I like it because it's the number 10. So now for the single Capricorns, we have 10, 10, 10, which is your house, the 10th house. So this is your message. And this is Neith Haya. He's got a gospel. He's very Buddhist. There's something here with Buddhist, Hindu, or something like that. Whatever. Mantras, Buddhist, spiritual, like that. That's your following. That's your path. Anyways, we have the number 10, which is completion and new beginnings. We have the red, which is you're passionate about learning about spirit, spirituality, and new religious practices with Buddhism or Hinduism or spiritual, you know, something that's not religious, just more spiritual is what I'm feeling. And you're becoming very wise. And anyways, we're going to read more about this, okay? Where's my book? Oh, wait. It's not that book. There it is. Okay. Oh. Single Cappies. Oh, he's a poet. An angel who brings joy and confidence into your life. See, the joy and confidence, the playful kitten. This being will also reveal hidden mysteries, esoteric knowledge, deep secrets, spiritual wisdom. The card shows that any book of secrets will be opened, and you will be able to gain clarity. Until that time, you must remain by yourself. See, there's that isolation by yourself, that alone energy. You must remain by yourself and not take hasty action. Okay. Challenge. Bearing solitude. Oh my God, the goosebumps. Jeepers. Your challenge, single caps, is bearing this aloneness, the solitude. Yikes, that's hard. And that's the Tower. It's an enlightenment for sure. And the lesson is the answer is within. I love it. I love it. And the within answer is you love yourself again. And this is the beautiful message coming through with the Knight of Swords. I think it's beautiful. Can you bear this solitude for however long? That's up to you. Okay? But you will. You will. You'll bear the solitude. You'll rediscover friendship. You'll find passion and love with life again and yourself. You'll get back in touch with God, spirit, the universe, the earth, all of the above. And you will have a new beginning because you've completed your karmic cycle. Anyways, that's gorgeous. What's the other final message for single Capricorns? Reversal. Jeepers, number 11. Look at that. That's crazy. Reversal. Okay. So it's like some people went from married to divorced. Some people went from single to together in the future. Some people went from being Christian to Buddhist. Some, you know, whatever it is. It's complete reversal of the situation. It's out of your control. I see light and dark, good and evil, yin and yang. The number 11, spiritual number right there. Let's read this. Oops, that's the wrong book. I'm so tired. Okay. Make a U-turn. Assess what you have lost and gained. Sudden, unexpected changes. Hello, Tower, right? Sudden, unexpected change results in a reversal of fortune. Our expectations are overturned. A new force unbalances the whole equation. Positive light, expansive energy reaches its extreme and turns abruptly negative, dark, and implosive. Or vice versa. A stroke of good luck opens an unanticipated opportunity. Unemployment, divorce, and bankruptcy are typical reversals. A sudden windfall, such as a tax dividend, an unplanned inheritance, an unpredictable but delightful encounter, or a mysterious surge in sales puts up the upswing. Reversals are life's U-turns. We had a particular direction, and now our change of course. Relationships unexpectedly end or begin. We abandon the old course and shift focus. During a sudden loss or gain, contemplate what the reversals reveal. What has the universe taken from you, and what do you still have? And remind yourself that you are not in control. The universe laughs at our plans and dulls our earthquakes, or bumper crops with equal indifference. Being humble never hurts. Owning whatever gets us to cope with our loss or gain. The phase of this card is an ending. The number is 11, and the element is air. So Gemini energy here for sure, duality, but also just the sudden eruption here with this tower. I feel like it's a very painful loss. Single Capricorns didn't intend on having that separation. They didn't intend on this breakup. They didn't intend on being single. This is completely not the path that they were planning on. And shock. Your happy family, your 10 of Cups, turns into a broken chain. I do feel for those of you that have had a separation from divorce or family, unanticipated, but it was for the better. For other people, they are shocked that you left, and they're just like beyond words, beyond comprehension. This is not where they thought you guys would be. So however the shoe fits for you guys, whatever way this fits for you guys. But I'll tell you this, it feels really good to get rid of this burden. It feels really good. Thank you, Yapo. I appreciate that, Hans, really a lot. Know that good is coming. I do feel there's a sense of defeat because you guys were trying really hard to keep this together, but you can't. It was karmic, whatever it is. And if it's meant to be in the future, it will be. And, the bottom of the deck did say, we will be together again. So if it's meant to be, it will be. If you lost it and it never comes back, it was never yours. And if you lost it and it comes back, it always was. Always was yours. That's something to remember about that outcome. And so I just see beauty for you, and I see that this is good. With every tower comes the star. The star card follows the tower. So after you have this sudden loss, you will have an up. Don't forget that. Don't get so scared about the loss of this that you forget something good is going to come of it. And I will do now the year overview for Capricorn, and we shall hit the road. Let's put all these cards away. I hope that reading wasn't too harsh for some of you guys. Some of you guys are like, oh my God, Steph, that was shitty. But some of you guys really like the reading. Just let me know. Remember this reading is reversible, always. And please take what resonates, toss what doesn't. It's a general reading. Not every single message is for you. And if it is for you, then beautiful. Then you found a perfect reading that was just perfect for you. And that was meant to be. Okay? So just be flexible. Don't be closed off. I'm almost done here. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. So many cards to put away. My gosh. My gosh. Okay. If you guys are interested in my Rose Tarot too, you can go to jks1111.com and purchase that deck also. I was going to come on and do names for the people that did buy my decks, but I'm a little bit tired. So let me just get through this reading and I will be back in the morning. And I'll be doing names, okay? But let's see what's going on with your year. And I'll use the Golden Tarot. Okay, so yeah, this is a free extended, right? Happy birthday, Cappies. Normally this would be in the extended in the my website. So you get to see your 2020 for Capricorn. And Saggy was lucky too. Saggy also got a year 2020 overview. So if you haven't seen the Sagittarius video, you should see that one as well. Okay, what's going to happen in Capricorn for 2020? What's going to happen in Capricorn for 2020? Give me January. Okay. January. February, March, April, May, June, July. Let's get this down. Okay. And then here we have July. August, September, October, November, and December. Bottom of the deck, the overall energy for Capricorn for 2020, and I'll read this to you, is the Moon card. Again, you're facing your counterpart, Cancerian. Your 1-7 is Cancer, okay? And the major part for 2020 for Capricorn energy is emotions. Opening up your heart, letting those deep feelings rise. I guess I have to have a part 2. My camera just got stuck. Well, I just started, so that's fine. I'll go ahead and jump on for part 2 for this video. I'll be back, guys.